In spite of the last day of the LV County Championship match between Middlesex and Nottinghamshire at Lords being reduced to 2 sessions because of a wet outfield, the visitors added what could turn out to be 2 crucial bowling bonus points on a day where 2 of their relegation rivals, Derbyshire and Surrey, both lost. That was great news for the visitors, who'd not been able to get on the field at all on the previous day and were made to wait until after lunch on the last one to get another go with the ball. Middlesex resumed at last on 96 without loss in reply to Nottinghamshire's 430, and with little time left and the game certain to be drawn, this day was simply all about bonus points. The visitors first needed to break this opening partnership, which was not going to be easy, with Chris Rogers in cracking form, here cutting Harry Gurney for a 6. The Australian didn't need too much time to move from his overnight 67 to his 3rd Championship 100 of the season, to go with the one he got in the Test Series. This one, the 62nd of his first-class career, arrived off 142 balls, an innings including 11 fours and that's 6. Annoyingly for Nottinghamshire, he was at his very best. He went on to score 108 of an opening partnership of 151 with Sam Robson, who was happy to spend time at the crease after a bad run. He was still there when Rogers finally perished, trying to pull Andre Adams into the City of London, but finding Luke Fletcher instead. That was relief for the visitors. Even more so when Adams struck again in his next over to have Robson caught behind by Chris Reed for 41 at 152 for 2. It is getting very tight at the bottom of the table, and by now the news may have been filtering in of a horrible collapse by Derbyshire and a win for Somerset over Surrey, both bits of good news for Notts, who have a tough trip to Durham next before they meet Somerset at Trent Bridge in the final week of the season. Their search for points here was blighted by Joe Denley and Darwin Milan, as they saw out the next hour in adding 59 runs for the 3rd wicket. They shouldn't have been able to do that, as they twice let Milan off the hook in the space of 2 Gurney overs from the nursery end. David Hussey, not often a man to be found in the slip cordon, was the guilty man on both occasions, as he let good chances go begging. Thankfully for him, neither proved to be too costly, as Notts earned their first bowling point when Milan on 15 was bowled by Samit Patel's second ball at 211 for 3. Middlesex had their own points to gain, as they still have a chance of finishing in the top 2 this season. The rain in London over the past couple of days hadn't helped either side, but Denley was able to get to a 50 as he hit Gurney for 3 successive 4s. His half-century had occupied 70 balls, and he was helping his side towards what could still be valuable points. He was out for 63, with his team 5 runs short of their second batting point, Gurney finally getting his man after getting one through to hit the stumps. Gurney also did for Neil Dexter, who sliced a drive to Michael Lum at Gully after making 9. Nottinghamshire now needed just 1 more wicket to double their bowling points tally, and they were not going to be gifted that by either John Simpson nor Gareth Berg, who added 42 for the 6th wicket, seeing off 6 overs of the second new ball in the process. Adams came through some graphics to take a good low catch to remove Berg for 26, and that took Nottinghamshire's bonus points tally in this game to 6 overall. They may have fancied getting another one when Adams grabs his 4th wicket of the day by trapping Ollie Rayner in front for 9, but Simpson remained to eventually see his side to 350 before Rogers was able to bring the game to an end with a late declaration. That 350 was gained at the same time that Simpson pulled Adams to the boundary for his 6th 4, and that took him to his 50, which had been made off 74 deliveries. With that done, the captain shook hands on the draw, and both teams had to settle for their lot. For Notts, that was 9 points, and for Middlesex it was 1 fewer. With Somerset's win, Nottinghamshire dropped to just 1 place above the drop zone, but they should still be safe. They're 12 points ahead of Derbyshire, who have only 1 game to play, and 29 ahead of bottom place Surrey, who now have to win their last 2 matches. Middlesex stay in 3rd, and that is likely to be where they'll end the season, as they only have a trip to Yorkshire to come next week.